Hey YouTube, it's username Sazziario, here with my own deck profile. Regionals was this past weekend, Saturday. It was a 250-man tourney. It was Pandemonium here in Garden City, Michigan. Had a really good time, got some amazing trades. Think I really hammered out my own deck. I think can honestly say I also have a few favorite cards now too, which I've been kind of blah with this game. I'm planning on quitting after Storm of Ragnarok, hoping that Sam's have some success. Anyways, I'll go ahead with this deck. Gorse, he is by far always been one of my favorite monsters. It's the sexy Ultra one. Every time my opponent said, I've got game unless you've got Gorse, I'm like, something you need to learn about me is I always have Gorse in hand. And I'd win game after game after game just because of Gorse. I guess it's Saki, but he's not banned, so it's legit, right? My favorite archetype, I suppose, right now, Flamvell. I run 6, 3 Fire Dog, 2 Mage, and an Archer just to give me a different level, because I do run more than just 4s in this deck. Plus, he's got a pretty nice effect. Pop off a Magician, pump himself, pump Dog, Dog Swing, or tribute himself for Dog, Dog Swing, get Magician Sync. Didn't really happen all that often, but the option was there if I needed to get over something a little bit bigger than Dog. But Dog, 1900, Swinger. He got War Charioted once, which made me laugh. I don't know. The guy thought his monster wouldn't die because the battle didn't happen, and I'm like, his effect happened because he killed a monster by battle. Duh. Anyways, did play one Saki GB player. I'll talk about my rounds after this, what my matchups were, but Archer, the Flamevells, it's all good. I love these guys. They work. They are like bottomless trap hole targets. Same thing with Cyber Dragon. In a previous build, I only played 2. I deemed 3 necessary because nobody knew what this deck was. I don't even know what it was. Me and my teammate, my friend, we call it anti-meta just because of... okay, I'll just wait for a second. Because of some of the card choices, but it's really not anti-meta. I played Cyber Dragon because this deck does rely on normal summons a lot, and just being able to special Cyber, bait out a bottomless. Nobody played Trap Hole. Like, when I did normal summon, I thought a lot of Blackwings were being around and people would side Trap Hole, but nobody did. Nobody really knew what to side against me. Like, I had some guy side in all 15 cards, and he said he pretty much drew them and he thought they would do something, and they didn't. He wouldn't tell me what, but 2 Effect Veiler. I do have to apologize to the Gladiator Beast player I played in round 8. I dropped Effect Veiler on Test Tiger, and he made sense. He's like, well, I contribute for cost, and the effect happens in Grave. I called Judge. Judge was, Jeff Jones. So we asked Jeff, and he's like, well, I can't do theoreticals. And I'm like, dude, Effect Veiler is in the Grave. I just ditched it. Test Tiger's there. We're asking. Oh, well, yeah, he misjudged. He said that he couldn't tribute Test Tiger. If anybody else wants to comment on that, please do. From what I can tell, he should have been able to. And I do apologize, but I still had game, dude. My GB Hunters wrecked your face. You had no clue. Played 1 Thunder King. I went through like 8 of these on regionals. Like, kept trading for them and selling them over and over and over again. Only played 1. I even thought about dropping him, and Jake's like, no. And I'm really glad I didn't, because in my local meta, he just doesn't do anything. Like, we have a lot of Blackwings, and he just doesn't do anything. Because, Whirlwind at 1, that'd be the only really useful thing he could do, and he doesn't do crap to that. But he was a really good choice. One of my opponents, was one of the Frog players. He set Sangan. He's like, attack it with Thunder King. He didn't tell me it was Sangan. He's just like, attack it with Thunder King. And I'm like, okay. And I dropped Thunder King. He's like, whoa. I wasn't actually expecting that. And I proceeded to wreck his face because of that, because he needed that Sangan search to get off his fishy combo. Anyways, Thunder King, better than I was expecting. 1900 late beater, 19 beater, that's what this deck is. I guess I could call it a 19 beat deck, because here's breakers. You know, 3 Fire Dog, Thunder King, 2 breakers. Let's throw Cyber Dragon into the category, because, whatever. Once again, he ended up getting War Chariot. I only played 1 GB player. He War Charioted my breaker. And all he had another card. I don't remember what it was, but he deemed it necessary, so. But I called the Haunted Fire Dog and attacked and got a search, so he wasted it. But whatever. He did his purpose. He baited out something bigger. That's what he is. He's bait for bigger things. 1 DD Warrior Lady. Oh, such an anti-meta card. Again, I thought about somehow playing 2 of her. Like, I thought about dropping Thunder King for her. But for some reason, 1 and 1 was fine. I always had them when I needed them, which is very weird, because, I don't know, I think I just had luck of the draw, heart of the cards. I got my game on. I don't know what 5D says. I don't know what this stupid little saying is. I don't watch it, but she's good. She was, you know, at 1 before. I don't really understand why she's at 3, but Gale, level 3 tuner. Got over crap. Just a good card. I mean, it's Gale. He's one of the best tuners we have. He works. He's a pretty gold one. Yay. Spirit Reaper. Wrecked face. I played 5 frog matchups, I believe, if I remember correctly. You know, and Fire Dog just loved that. Fire Dog loved frogs. I didn't even bother syncing. I just got, you know, Fire Dog, Flamvell Magician, Archer, Spirit Reaper, popped at their hand, got rid of all their Monarchs. So they had kept having Treeborn come back, but they had no Monarchs to abuse him. They had a dead Light and Darkness Dragon he revealed. He was cool. Like, at the end of a match, I'll always reveal my back rows in hand, and I'll always reveal what I sided in and sided out. You know, part of the learning process, you know, what beat you. That way you know how to prepare. Like, I think one of the better things to do is to side deck against sides. So, and Caius, he was dead a lot. I'm going to end this video because I'm at 8 minutes already, or 7.5. I'll talk about Caius, but there'll be a video too. This is Monsters. He was dead a lot. I sided him out once in 8 rounds of Swiss. Like, the one time, I only remember him actually summoning him once or twice. I guess I'm glad I didn't get him because DD Warrior Lady and Thunder King actually did better. And I never, once, I rekindled to summon him. Once. It was because I had, like, 1 Magician in grave, I couldn't synchro, and I needed a big monster on the field. I didn't really particularly care for his effect at that time. It was like, I just need a monster. I need something big. I need to put presence on the field and wait a few turns. And he did that just fine. Once or twice. He was never dead in hand, which is good. You would think that I'd always have constant tribute fodder. But I don't. But whatevers. So yeah, video 2 will be up in a few minutes.